Welcome back to the Daily Vault Run. Today is September 2nd, 2024, and let us take a look at what we have for the gem today. We had slime, which is... it could have been worse. I do have slime chunks, as evidenced by my mini-map up there. I enabled the slime chunks just to make sure I knew where they were, so that I wasn't wasting my time. But it turns out that I didn't need to, because I had some slime balls upstairs from previous encounters, so that's good. I will end up making a slime farm, unless I get, like, a slime egg that I can use with Cagerium sometime. And then we also had glow lichen, which, astonishingly, I didn't have any, and I learned the hard way that Silk Touch, like Paxels, can't actually harvest vine-like stuff, so you do still need your shears for that kind of thing. And you might also notice that I'm very low durability on my first Paxel, so I made a second Paxel. It's the same thing but better. Wait a minute, Ornate Affinity. I forgot the Ornate Affinity! No! Okay, I'm just going to really quickly take a look through here to see if I have... Yeah, unfortunately, I also happen to know that I only have, like, 18 capacity left on this tool because I didn't think about Ornate. So I would need a smaller Ornate gem than the original one, and that's unfortunate. Well, whatever. I can always just loot ornate chests manually, and I will remember the hard way when I get there. So, Lady the Second isn't quite as good as Lady the First. I mean, with the exception of durability and, you know, a whole bunch of other modifiers that Lady the First doesn't have, but its functionality is, technically speaking, slightly reduced, despite technically also being better. So, whatever. We'll get into it later. Let's get into the vault right now. Customary stealing of the braziers, as always. And speaking of braziers, we have a brazier vault, so that's something. I keep putting my braziers into different shulkers. You know what? That's going to annoy the heck out of me. Let's just defrag this real quick. There we go. Thank you. Pick this one up first, then this one. Activate my stuff. And let's see, we have a north-facing run, and haven't forgotten anything that I'm aware of. Let's go! I might be a little low on stairs, in which case I might have to get some of that stuff later. Oh, very easy first room brazier. I don't like how that means the rest of the dungeon is probably gonna go, but... Oh, injured? Okay, that kind of sucks. Horde. That also probably means that more mobs spawn. Either that or I get more loot. And I'm not sure which is the case until I find out which the case is. I don't like this. I don't like how easy these are. What does accustomed mean? Oh, okay, Vault Experience. Ooh, Vault Experience. And now, if we survive, that's going to be great. Thank you. Let's see, yes. So this is the room off of the vault. Yes. Now, the only thing in here that I kind of want to steal, potentially, are the lanterns. Diamond? Never mind. Thank you. With pleasure. I love when the vaults end up spawning with useful stuff in them. I mean, don't get me wrong, they usually do have something or other that's good, but it's a really good thing that I put feather falling on my boots. Just remember that I actually have healing. I don't think there are any points of interest in here. It's just diamonds. Now, that might be, like, something that people know about, like, oh yeah, there are totally rooms that just spawn with diamonds. They're called diamond rooms, which, you know, would make a lot of sense. But... oh! That would be worth it. Okay. The spore blossoms. I don't know if they can be bone mealed and bred and all that stuff, but... that is going to help with our greenhouse very much, so I'm hoping that I can pillar up with something to get those. And I mean, worst case scenario, I do have a bunch of diamond ores in my inventory right now, so I could totally pull a dock and absolutely use diamond ores to pillar up. That would just be the most flex thing. Like, oh yes, I'd like to see you pillar up using diamond ores. 26 at that. Okay, now let's... Yes! Yes! Oh, yes! Ow. Alright, I mean, sure, I could go get that one, but I don't want to waste that much time. I still want to PTFO. On the other hand, that one looks like it'd be trivial to get. Yes, this one's trivial to get. I could totally go up for those two, and I think I will. I also think I figured out potentially part of the reason that Windows is not having as good a time lately. Potentially. And it's that the way that... So I have a 7950 X3D, which, for those that aren't aware, is a particular AMD CPU, which has multiple cores. I believe this is the 16... Yeah, this is the 16-core model. And the neat thing is that it's split into 8 cores, or 8, threads or whatever on a CCD or something like that. And so basically, the lower CCD, which is physical threads 0 through 8, I believe, something like that, and, also its virtualized components, those all have... Did I forget? Oh, no, I didn't. Okay, very good. So those, that particular CCD has 3D L3 cache, which means that for games, it's great. It's the kind of thing you want, because the more stuff that you can hold in L3 cache, the faster your process is going to run, yes. So the more things that you can hold in cache, the faster your processes are generally going to run, because they don't have to go to memory to look up stuff. However, because it's architected the way it's architected, only the bottom 8 physical threads and virtual threads have access to this CCD. Or have access to the L3 cache, because it's on one physical CCD. So the other one has to be, like, the way they did it in Windows is that it, like, uses the Windows game bar to detect that you're playing a game or not. And if you are, it shuts down the upper half. And then, oh, that's interesting. So it shuts down the upper half, which means that basically your CPU throttles itself. And so that also means... Oh, I don't like that. So that also means that I'm running, like, OBS on my lower 8 cores. If this is even working. I don't know if it even detects Minecraft as a proper game, because, Java is the executable. So, if game bar is not detecting correctly, or is detecting correctly, I should say, then it's cramming OBS and Minecraft and all of Windows and just every other background process into the lower half of my CPU, and that would potentially cause stuttering. Potentially. So I think at some point in time, when I have a lot of time to be able to configure this, I can use Process Lasso, which is a tool that you can use to very explicitly say, hey, no, just move this process to this particular core if you happen to see it. And because I don't really use Java outside of anything except for Minecraft, then that's fine. I can just totally be like, hey, always move Java to the lower half, and that'll be fine. But it'll be a real pain in the butt for, like, anything else on Windows, because, like, there are a couple of things that I still play here. Okay, now this is the room, yes. This is not the exit room, it's the room adjacent to it. But yes, as I was saying, so that would make it just a little bit more annoying if I end up playing games on Windows. Oh, I can see a mining POI down there. Plus 2% chance for... Oh, no, this isn't just a POI. This is a proper mining room. All right. Well, unfortunately, I think that means the demise of Lady the First, and we're going to get into Lady the Second as the durability loss happens. But how do I get up? Man, I just feel incredibly silly. Where is the pathfinding here? Is there... No? Okay. Anyway, so to continue on my Windows is something diatribe or whatever, when I'm playing on Linux, however, I can very easily set the thread affinity, because you just go into your Proton settings and you can specify, you know, which threads you want to run on at, like, the Proton user level or whatever. So I don't even have to, like, okay, Lady's busted, we move on to Lady the Second. There we go. So yes, in Proton, it's trivial. You just go into your Proton user settings, and I believe that's in Python? It's been a while since I've looked at it, but I believe it's in Python. And you can basically just say, hey, go ahead and use these particular cores for, you know, this, or use these threads, because it's not cores, it's threads, for your games specifically. And so with that, I can ensure that with very minimal effort, all of my games run on the correct core. And, you know, same thing with if you're starting up Minecraft via, like, Prism Launcher, I'm pretty sure you can also say, like, hey, run Java on these particular threads as well. Or, you know, like, create a JVM with this particular thread configuration, something like that. And so that means that this might actually be a case where Linux gaming might actually have the edge over Windows. And like I said, I've really been liking Linux for gaming. It's just that I haven't figured out all of my recording stuff over there just yet. But once I do, I definitely want to make Linux my daily driver. Specifically, LMDE Linux, which everybody is like, don't recommend it for gaming and stuff, but just because it's not out of the box for gaming does not mean that I'm not having a fantastic time on it. I am able to install the NVIDIA drivers myself, thank you, and I prefer an OS that is not potentially going to break every other week. Okay, how am I doing here? I need to get rid of some stuff in order to pick up some ores, clearly. Anything that I can... Yes, good. Okay, I think I got all of the ores out of that, so I'm going to go ahead and jump boost out of here. I really like this lattice design. I'm gonna have to remember that supplementary sticks can be used like that. That's the weirdest hiccup I've ever had. Alright. So yeah, that's just why Windows might potentially be, like, I don't know, getting caught up on itself. Painite ore. Alright, I'm just gonna, once again, cycle through stuff, just make sure that I have... Yep, this is why we check things. I think, yeah, the Vault Rock is definitely going to be more valuable than the other stuff. I think we need one more brazier. We have 12 minutes left on the clock. That's not terrible. We're actually doing all right, I'd like to think. It'd be so funny if the slime... Yes, thank you for taking yourselves out. That was an evolutionary disadvantage. Yes, I'm just going to, emit a poison cloud when I die. What could possibly go wrong? It's not like I'm going to take out all of my brethren with me. If there were such a species, IRL, A, yes, that would have gone extinct, like, almost immediately. But B, at least I think, if you poison the air around you, but you're not immune to it, yeah, you'd go extinct pretty fast. But you would also, for sure, see a species that does have that immunity, like is a close relative. I accidentally dropped an ore by mistake. Yeah, there we go. I think that's everything. I'm just going to cycle through again. Yeah. Okay, where's the... Yes, this time the rope is at least close enough that I can do something about it. Thank you. Okay, we've been over here. I think we just need to go up at this point in time. Yes, we've done those. Is there more up? There doesn't... Oh, no, yeah, there is. Okay. It's just kind of concealed. Concealed and also quite probably... Yeah, we're going to need to pillar for this. I don't like pillaring, but we're going to need to. Now, this might be a case where if I just upgrade my jump boost, I'd also be fine, but... Oh, man. See, overgrown zombies are kinda neat, but, like, also still terrifying. Oh, okay, yep. I can definitely see that there is, yep, an ore in there. Wait, oh no! I think that's a Larimar though, right? Yeah, that's a Larimar. We don't care about that. Those are plentiful. That's a dime a dozen. You know, all I'm saying, though, is if Iskall wanted to make the slimes just a little bit more devastating, totally make them resistant to poison. Just make them resistant to poison. Poison cloud, poison everything. I mean, granted, that would also potentially nerf poison builds, but I suppose you could do it like, you know, there are multiple different types of poison, like just code the NBT. I don't even know if it's NBT, but like you could potentially just have like 2 different poison effects, like the slime poison effect or something like that. And then you could also have the like the vault poison effect or something like that, the ability, you know what I'm saying? And so then that way you could say, hey, slimes are immune to their own poison, but not everybody else's poison. Does that make sense? I hope that makes sense. I would be shocked, well, delightfully shocked, I should say, if Iskall ended up watching any of these. And he might be, I don't know. But I would be even more shocked if he is this far into this particular video. Not to say that it's not possible, just highly improbable. Okay, let's see. I think I have a couple more points of interest up here, and then I should really think about finding the last brazier because we're running low on time. In fact, I'm even starting to think that regardless of how many more points of interest we might have, I don't think we have... Oh, nope. Definitely not leaving that behind. Jeez, that's one of the most important ores to me in the game. Bonitoite! Okay, very good. Very, very good. I believe... I think... is this the room off of the room? Off of the room? Off of the exit? Oh, no. Okay. Okay, so if that there with the double thing is the room off of the exit room, then this is the room off of the exit. And we need to keep going this way, not the other way. Still, nope, I'm not going to say anything. Tempt fate, get smacked. No, hold on. Let's make that rhyme. Tempt fate, get hate. There we go. Not the slimes. Not the slimes. Heckin' heck. You know, conversely, I suppose if slimes can be immune to poison, then maybe the player could, you know, just what I'm saying. No, I'm kidding. If anything, I do still appreciate the make slimes harder suggestion that I gave. Like, sure, I'm the one that gave it, but those red crystals would be great! Okay, alright. Ender pearls don't work in the vault anyway, so the only way through here would legitimately be just to mine this sauce. Or to come up through the bottom, that would work too. Now, let's just grab... Ooh, okay, coin affinity just makes mining through coins a lot faster. That's what that means. Now, I do believe you'll recall, or actually I haven't shown this, but if we pause like on one frame of my pickaxe, then you will notice, Paxel, sorry. Then you'll notice that it doesn't have haste or anything like that on it. Let's see, gotta get rid of that stuff, that's good, and then I think I want to, yeah, we'll get rid of this, we'll get rid of, no, I'll hold on to the ancient plating. Something tells me that it uses ancient debris as an ingredient, and so we want to hold on to that tightly. Put that in there, put that in there, put that in there, because we're not going to get that many, and there we go. Pick it back up. Now the thing is, like I said, I don't have haste on my pickaxe because things were just too fast. Alright, that's great. Okay, we do have exit, but I'm going to keep exploring just a little bit further. I believe, let's see, we want to find where the exit was, which is somewhere around here. Here, yes. Okay, very good. Okay, and then I think I'm going to do my little ziggy-zaggy trick. I'm going to go left, but then I'm going to treat the exit as the next right. And then that way we'll get at least 2 more rooms before we have to leave. I heard spawns from down below. Baby Zambo. Don't like Baby Zambo. Now, the one brazier that I cannot afford to light right now, I think, if I want to explore more, is the, you know, the time-stealing one. And conveniently, that's neither a time-stealing, but there is a life chest down here. Living chest, whatever. Potato, tomato. What? Yeah, okay, I have living if it... Okay, so maybe that's why I want haste on my pick. And we also have some Alexandrite. Interesting. Alright, okay, this is a case of... I need to put stuff in here. There we go, thank you. This is also a case where I think I need to put stuff in here, thank you. Let's see, we're gonna get rid of the vault cobblestone probably. Okay, no, we're just gonna keep it going for right now. Grab you. What can I get rid of? Cobblestone? Yeah, okay. So, soot. Okay, that's whatever. That is whatever. Okay, now I do need to start thinking about leaving, and if memory serves, now because I've done my little ziggy-zaggy trick, I need to turn to the right when I leave out this door. And if there's a brazier, like, right in the middle, I think we can get it. If it was, like, immediately obvious, I'd say yes, but it's not. So we just kind of have to leave. And to the left, there should be... Yep, there's the exit. Spatial awareness for the win! That wasn't the most musical I could have done that. Okay, we got a success. I'm definitely going to have to do some inventory management before I can even pick up my crate, but we definitely got enough XP to level again. That's hot. So let's go through the breakdown as usual. A lot of objective XP. We do still have that burger charm equipped, so we got double everything. We got the next most XP from mining blocks, which is not terribly surprising given that we got both a mining room and a little bit more, and also coins count towards that too, I think. And we also got some chests, but of course mobs killed is just as important. Now, what was the one that I was looking for? Generous? Okay, item quantity, horde. Oh, also item quantity. Okay, that's rad. And then accustomed was the vault experience. That makes sense. We've seen all of the other modifiers before. We mined a total of 3 living chests, 2 gilded. Thankfully, we didn't get any ornate because my Paxel does not handle that right now anymore. We mined a whole bunch of coin piles, but the ores definitely granted us more XP, I tell you what. And then, in terms of mobs, the mob we killed the most of was the overgrown zombie, but the most XP-dense mob is probably... I think it's going to be the slimes? Yes, it's going to be... No, it's going to be the one tier 3 zombie with a 256 XP, but naturally we only killed one of those, so it doesn't matter. Now I'm going to empty my inventory real quick, and we're just going to jump to once I've opened my crate. Okay, well, I have opened the crate, and it seems like the game at this point is giving me a lot of things to re-roll on the reforging table over there. So I only got one piece of equipment today. Let us roll it the old-fashioned way. Donkey chest plate. Let's see what we have here. So it's a rare rarity. That's kind of whatever. It's got more armor and ability power. +1 to the level of rejuvenation totem. That is not a skill that I'm currently using. I could always try to re-roll that prefix. And we do have an empty prefix that we can put in it. But that plus 18% item rarity is still real fine. So I think I'm going to just keep with my current chest plate. But let's also see how it works. Looks. Honestly, I really like the look of that. But so far I'm still sticking with the wolf leash thing. So I think we'll just keep with our current set of gear for now. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, be sure to like, subscribe, and click that bell to be notified. And as always, I'm looking forward to your feedback in the comments below. And with that, I will catch you on the flip side. Thanks for watching, everybody.